I have a new recipe for you guys. Let me show you where I got it from. This is a old cookbook. It's from 1991. Dave brought these home to me. And oh wait, did he bring me these ones home? It has a thrift store price tag. Maybe I got it there. Either that or Dave brought these home to me from a job clean out he did. But that's what we're making. It's right there. And that is pot roast turkey tenderloin. So you're gonna need a tablespoon of butter, 2 pounds of turkey tenderloins, 12-ounce jar of brown gravy, an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, an 1/8 teaspoon of pepper, 4 medium carrots, 2 medium potatoes, 2 medium onions, 2 cups of mushrooms. I'm going to leave those out because my family doesn't like mushrooms. 1 tablespoon of flour and 2 tablespoons of cold water. So, at the grocery store today, they only had 1 package of turkey tenderloin. So I wound up getting this, and this is just, it's the same thing, turkey breast tenderloin. And I just finished cutting it up into cubes, about that big. And what I did was I made sure to cut the silver lining out. That's what this is. And basically it's just this piece of nasty, I don't know, fat? I don't even know what it is, but it's no good. You want to get rid of that. Especially if you cook this whole, that will make it curl. So you just cut it out. I think this recipe looks really good. So hopefully it is. Alright, we're going to add our butter. If I can get the butter open. Which is probably going to burn because my pan's really hot now. Yep, it burned. Well, you know, taste the raw sarah. It says to have it on medium-high heat, and that's what I have it on. We'll add the turkey. Maybe that will help. So I have it on medium-high heat like the recipe calls for, but probably just do medium heat. And I just added the turkey, and we're just going to brown it. We're going to let that go until the turkey's brown on both sides. I don't know why I did that. That was me flipping the turkey to make sure it was brown on both sides. My goodness, guys, this smells so good. Alright. Just about brown on both sides. Some of these pieces look really good. Maybe that one. Oh. Come on. That was from having the pan so hot. Alright, next we're going to add our sauce and gravy. So I have 18 ounces here. The recipe calls for 12. But this is how we do things. We're going to use the whole 18. And the sauce, I have a 15 ounce. The recipe calls for 12. We're going to add our pepper. If I can find it, here we go. looks good. We're gonna turn it down to medium-low. Actually, maybe we should leave it going. Yeah, we'll leave it on medium. We gotta cut up the potatoes. You just wanna cut your potatoes into little dices. Little dices. Dice your potatoes into little pieces. I can't believe how good that smells already. So, I don't know, that looks good. I'm actually a little behind schedule here on dinner, so forgive me if I'm a mess, which shouldn't be anything out of the ordinary. I'm actually going to add these as I cut them. Get them in there so they can start cooking. Get this one in there. Now, I'm not using the regular packaged carrots. Well, I'll show you what I mean. I'm using these, the baby carrots, but if I was making a pot roast like in the oven or even in the crock pot, I use the fresh carrots in the bag. I mean the regular carrots, you know, and I leave the skin on them and I cook them like that. So good. But this, I decided to use these. So I'm going to cut these. These have been washed already. I'm going to cut them into pieces like that. And add those in. It calls for 2 medium irons. I'm just going to pack up some of this one and add this. I never follow recipes, it's terrible. Don't mind that different colored nail polish on my nail. I was testing a nail polish out in the store. Essie has a whole bunch of new beach colors out. Of course, that is if you want to spend $8 on a bottle of nail polish. Alright. But that's what I was trying on. We'll get our iron in there. I'm just going to do half of it, because I don't want to put too much iron in there and then have to listen to Dave and Justin, actually. And if I wasn't in such a rush, I probably would saute the iron down a bit first. Alright, let me get this in there. I'm going to do some more carrots, because it needs more carrots. I'm hoping this cooks by the time Dave gets home from work. Wanted to start it earlier, but I didn't. It's only supposed to take, once you get it going, the recipe says 15 to 20 minutes until, you know, everything's cooked, but it never takes that short of amount of time. Because the vegetables, I feel like, always slow you down. Which, another thing, if I wasn't running behind, I wanted to pre-cook them. But It's okay. All right. Not very organized today. What a mess. Oh my goodness. Bring you guys over here and show you what we get. Look at that. It looks good, doesn't it? All right. So, we're gonna let it cook now. That's it. Let me see. Oh, you would add the mushrooms now too if you're adding them, which if you like mushrooms, I would definitely add them because I bet it's very good in here. Medium low. Medium low. Okay. And cover. We'll set our timer for 20 minutes just for giggles and check it in 20 minutes. Okay, we're 20 minutes in. Let's take a peek. Let's check these carrots and potatoes. Well, the carrots aren't, not the carrots, the potatoes aren't far off. The carrots have a little ways to go. So I'm just going to turn this down to low and keep it covered. And we'll check it in another 20 minutes. All right, it's been another 20 minutes. Ouch, that is hot. Look at my pan got chipped. Oh well. Let's see what we got here. All right. Our potatoes. Those are looking good. Let's see if our carrots did any better. Yes, carrots are better. Let me try one. It's good. All right. So the next step is to add the flour, but because Dave's not home yet, I'm gonna wait a little bit longer and let the carrots and potatoes cook a little bit more. They are just about done. Ow. How the heck are you supposed to handle this thing? For goodness sakes. All right. So what we're gonna need is 2 tablespoons of cold water and 1 tablespoon of flour. Water, which I just got everywhere. Tablespoon of flour. I'm gonna whisk it up with my trusty mini whisk. Make sure your water's cold or you'll get clumping. And I still have it on low. We're gonna slowly add this mixture right into our pot. This is just gonna thicken it up. That's all. If you don't have flour, you can use some cornstarch. It will do the same thing. I think this is going to be good, guys. You know what else you can put in this is green beans. Dave makes an amazing homemade beef stew and he puts green beans in it. And it's so good. the last bit in there. Mix it all in. And it should start to thicken, which I think it already is. See that? I'm going to keep it uncovered now and just leave it on low until the boys get home. Oh, I say the boys because Dave has his nephew with him. So until they get home, we're ready to serve it. But that is it. We'll have them do a taste test and see what they think. Well, there was way too much commotion on to record how it was, but that's what's left. It was pretty good. Turkey was nice and tender. Alright guys, I'm gonna edit this and get it up for you so you can have this recipe if you want to try it. And I hope you enjoyed. See you soon.